But your flow is different, your frequency is different, your desires are different, and that's for everybody listening. We all flow and operate in a different way, so it's really important to do what feels good for you, what feels right for you, but that
Indeed.
essentially gets you the results that you desire, that you intentionally design, and that's what that part of the process is about. So it's coming back to you and what works. So yeah, if that's what you want to do and it brings you joy and this is part of your process, then just get your bits in to set your standard to keep your foundation
Yeah,
steady and
yeah.
rock solid before you do your other bits in the building.
I like that. Brian, I see you hiding on stage. Well, no one can see you apart from me. It's not true. We can all see you, Brian. Welcome, welcome. Right. My friends, our time is always short in this room. I guess, and we're trying to improve, I guess, the process of our room. So, I mean, Donna and I were talking earlier. There are changes coming. So, I guess I'll tell you what they are. So, I guess we feel like maybe we can make people more keen on the topic, more let them miss us more, basically. And want more of what we share by doing fewer rooms. Some people want to do more rooms. And I guess we're not of that belief. Sometimes absence makes the heart grow fonder, they say, right? So, so we're gonna do our rooms every 2 weeks rather than every week. This is probably the only room I do that's every week. So, all my other audio rooms are every 2 weeks because I think there's a benefit also in the inviting process. There's to those who I talk to, I bang on about the LinkedIn week. Almost like we can invite double the numbers that we do of our connections if we do the event every 2 weeks. It just means that you can enjoy some Wednesday evenings, without having to, I guess necessarily come and join us and learn and share. No, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I'm saying literally, you get your Wednesday evenings back at least half the time. Now, of course, we'll still be here. We'll still hope you'll DM us, and have conversations with us. So things, if you have any issues, any questions, don't be shy at all. That you send us, DM us, and we'll happily respond. So that's one. Those who were here last week will know that we are using this three big questions format. And as Leslie was certainly here last week, and she gave us great insights by answering our three questions. So I think it keeps the conversation focused. It's easier to, it's better to focus on our topic rather than people come on stage and just talk about anything but the topic. And I say maybe on the back end of that is that I guess I'm keen that people who come to our rooms have a good look at themselves and think, and almost, let me try that again. The whole point of these rooms, my friends, is to solve people's problems. I don't do rooms for fun. I do, the fun is only a small part of it. Essentially, we're here to solve problems. When Brian and I do a room, we have issues that we can help people with. When say who else I do rooms with in the room? Leon and I do a rooms on Mondays. Again, we're there to help people. With motivation. Now, so literally every room I do has a purpose. This room is about business growth, which combines mindset and marketing, amongst other things. The issue I see that many people don't even understand. They come to our rooms, they listen, they enjoy themselves, and leave the same problems that they walked in with. I'm determined that we change that somehow. So the only way I can think of is that we focus on the issue we're here to discuss and try and work out who has that issue and who needs help. Of course, the choice is then up to anyone to decide whether they want to solve the issue now or not. It's just I think this sort of ties in with my topic today. In that I think in changing, improving how we do what we do is a key part of business. It has to be. Sitting in our comfort zone does us no good. And I'll talk more about that when we actually start the conversation, since I've lost Donna somewhere. Right. I kind of need Donna for certain parts of my conversation today. Anyway, look, welcome Linda, the superstar. So welcome, Amazing Grace. I don't say these words lightly. I say you have earned the, I guess my what to call it. You know, my respect and I guess giving you the credit for your greatness. I think you're both truly amazing people, which is why I will address you accordingly. Brian, you're good, but you're not Donna. What can I do, Brian? What can I do? I need my mindset coach. Go on, Brian.
Yeah, I think we all need a mindset coach, man. When it comes to business and content and building network, it really all starts with what's in your head.
I
How
agree.
you look at yourself, how you view your interactions with other people, how you how you manage to tie it all together, right? And it really starts with mindset.
It does.
Mindset is the pinnacle of achievement. When once you've mastered your mindset, man, you can master anything with the right mindset. And believe me, I've been in some very hairy situations, and the only way I made it out of that situation was because I had a strong mindset. And I can attribute that to my parents. They were very, very big on that. My mom used to say all the time when we were growing up that you can play sports, you can make money, you can do all of these things, and you can lose all of it. But the one thing you can never have taken away from you is your mind. The
That's
only
true.
way your mind is not being used is if you decide not to use it. If you decide not to cultivate. That's you're the only thing stopping you from being mind being empowered with your mindset. And
Truly.
if you plan to be in business, if you plan to build a brand, if you plan to make money on LinkedIn, you have to have the right mindset. And you said it a few minutes ago when you were talking about, how you go about doing these rooms, right? You had the mindset that, hey, this is not going the way I had envisioned it going. These are some rooms that I saw as having a higher return. Let's see if we can duplicate that model and take it to these other rooms. Donna's back.
Yeah.
So glad you're back, Donna. But honestly,
Brian, thank you for jumping on. I think just kick me out. You can stay up there. Brian. I love having you in the conversation. This is something up your street as well, let's say.
I say thank you, Brian. You were an able assistant in this case, my friend. Thank you so much. But you're sharing genius though, so the mindset does come into everything. Especially when it ties into my topic, I can only thank you. Jackie, I see you. Dr. Marcia, I see you too. Nancy, how you doing? Let's do today's topic, and so we would like to leave on time to respect your time, my friends. I do feel guilty every so often, but I'm learning not to feel so guilty because I don't know. Say it's about setting our intentions. Everything's about setting your intention, really. And when you set your intention and you keep to it, then it's easier to do over and over again. So today, my friends, Donna, do you want to say who you are, what you do before we start? Let's do that. Let's not break our process.
Yeah, so for anybody that's new here, you're so welcome. And just a huge shout out to everybody that has followed us, that has come along, especially in 2023. Me and Emmy genuinely and truly appreciate you taking your time currency and spending it with us, because it is of value. It does make a difference and it does mean something. And I always say to everybody that joins our rooms, whether you're new or whether you've been here before, you're exactly where you're meant to be in this moment in time. If you have a pen and a bit of paper, if you have a napkin, whatever you have, just grab it, have it at the ready, and take whatever nuggets, whatever things you're inspired or you're connected to. Take whatever you need with you today. And if you have any questions, reach out to me, reach out to Annie, and also connect with people in the group, because you never know why you're here. It could be for a connection with somebody else. It could be to hear that seed being planted for you to take it and run with it in your world for what's to come. So you are always exactly where you're meant to be. That is part of my belief. It's how I live, with intentional living, because when you be present in this moment, sitting in this truth, and allow yourself to just say, okay, if I'm exactly where I'm meant to be, what do I need to take away from this? And so this is part of what I do, is part of my process. I help entrepreneurs to intentionally design and create their own good life. So it's helping you to thrive as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, as a leader in your world. And I do this through the power of mindset, because our mind is in every cell of our body. It is energy. We are energy. And people talk about mind, body, and soul. We have that intellect, we have that spiritual side, and we also have this physical bag of bones that has brought us onto this call today, with our listening ears, with the ability to write down what we need. So it is combining all of that so that you can intentionally design and create your own good life. And the tools that I use are, as a certified mindset consultant, a neuro-linguistic practitioner and breakthrough coach, and I utilise over 15 years of wisdom from my previous experience as a nurse, dealing with a lot of dying patients in their deathbeds with no regrets, and my own emotional impact. So this is what I do through intuitive coaching and mentoring. And you can also be part of my Phenomenal Good Life community, and you can check that out in the featured page. So as Annie said, we have great exciting things coming in the new year that are in alignment with us. And it's about asking yourself what's in alignment with you today. So, and I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah.
So do you want to go for it?
This is a good one. It's one I've been dying to do for a long time. No, I think there's also a place to do that. You're in the right place, at the right time. Topic one day, Donna. Because I found, Brian just proved that, for example. He's on stage at the right time, just when you fell off. Also, I said I had a meeting with someone yesterday, and it's not a meeting. I came into an audio room randomly, but so did she, and now we're talking, now we're working together. I'm like, that is a miracle. That's right place, right time. Without either of us even knowing why we were there. It's a strange thing, and I think that as a topic, I'd love to have that conversation one day. My friends, for those who don't know, so I see a few more have joined us. My good friend Lisa, welcome. Mosh, welcome as well. Of course, I'll show you. You all know by now. I'm here to make you famous, right? I want to make you really famous. But I'll tell you more as we go through today's session. Let's start a conversation, and I hope you will come up and speak with us. I certainly echo Donna's thank you for spending your time with us in 2023. You have made our year. You've made these rooms what they are. And I say, without you, we couldn't do what we do. I'm truly grateful for everyone to spend their time with us. So, here's the reason I love this topic. There's a simple truth in business, my friends. So you are either creating or you're dying. In business, there's only two ways. Either you're growing or you're dying. Take your pick. I guess the other side, the extension to that point, is the fact that we are all one move away from success that we dream of. As in business and a personal life, one move away. When you think of that, I guess you realize that innovating, changing something in your business, could well be that one big move that you need to make. Now, my question for you all here is, what's your one move for 2024? So now, let me get through the theory. Let me geek out for a bit, and then we'll come to you. This is a room where I actually get to be my academic self really. So I love that about this room especially. I guess if we say what's innovation, I guess it can be anything that brings a different way of doing what we do. It changes the certain way we do things. It changes the solution that we give our clients. It's finding a better way of solving our clients' problems. It's finding a way to be more useful, to give people better solutions that just work and help them more. Of course, when we create better solutions, we also improve our business half the time, right? We can improve our process, we can improve how we do things, we can be more efficient, and ultimately all of that comes down to improving our bottom line. So that's what this room's about, really. How do you improve your business? I'll show you before I finish that it combines mindset and hard work. So when people make innovations, they change their process, they can change their market, they can change their products, they can change the technology, they can change literally anything that brings about a change that becomes sustainable and indispensable. Maybe it's at the heart of innovation is remembering that we make innovations, we change things to go beyond and exceed our clients' expectations. The people we serve are at the heart of everything we do in business, especially when we make changes. So they have to be the ones that we're thinking about when we're deciding, okay, what change to make. How can we help them more? How can we help them quicker? And how can we delight them more? How can we make their lives easier and better? There are many different types of innovations, and I think many of us, deep down, we're making changes every day in our business. Some changes are disruptive, so it's a huge turn to the left. I'm going to change where I market. I'm going to change what I do. Many other changes, many other innovations are incremental. So we'll build step by step. We change things little by little. There's definitely 7 types of innovation. I'm not going to go through all of them for sure. So why do we care about innovation? Why do I care in particular? So I think you have to look at the question: how much of innovation is inspiration, and how much is hard work? So I'm going to come to you soon, Donna, because I think the answer is simple, really. That to me is simple, I guess, because I work with Donna, right? So I would say to you, innovation has a lot to do with the right mindset, as Brian was saying. When you have the right mindset, then you know what to do. I think, but more than the mindset part of innovation is that innovation has everything to do with the right marketing to achieve the 10x in your business profits and revenue that I mentioned in the title. Let's deal with the mindset part very quickly. So on the mindset side, I guess people wonder, where's my next big idea coming from? So of course, innovation can come from a flash of genius. I don't say carry a pen and paper around with you because you never know when you're going to have that big idea, right? But most innovations, my friends, they are not a flash of genius. The ones that tend to work, the ones that tend to stick. Pardon me, I'm coughing myself still. One sec. Okay, I'm alive again. So the changes that tend to stick in our business come from a conscious a search that we carry out. Let me have a drink quick.
You alright there?
Yeah, I think so. I'm alive. Okay. Let me get back to it quickly. Right. So most innovations at work tend to come from a conscious search for opportunities. See, to see these things that we might want to change, it requires the right mindset. It requires what I call self-awareness. It It requires focus, it requires a sense of purpose. A sense of purpose being understanding your true goals, almost your mission, and then making sure that they align with the people that you exist to serve. I think that a big part of understanding ourselves is the fact that we have to understand our instincts. We have to know to listen to what we call instinct, that gut feeling. We know what feels right for our business. As instincts, I say, is like God's talking to us. And as many people don't trust their instincts, they don't know how to listen to the downloads that you get. And many others are paralyzed by fear. What if I get it wrong? What if it doesn't work? What if I look silly? Others are crippled by the strange belief that everything I do must be right, otherwise they'll laugh at me. I could lose money. So we can't let this sort of fears stop us making the changes and the missing opportunities. Donna, anything you want to say about the role of fear and how our ways of thinking that can hold us back from creating solutions?
Yeah, well, there's one thing I have in my book open. I have a book called G Squared, and it's by Pratt Pritchett. It's only like 30 or 40 pages. It's really simple. But I have it opened here, quantum leaps. And the one thing that jumps out is, as human beings, we're going to have to reframe our ideas about the universe and how we fit into it. And that line really stands out for me because it's looking at where are you at now with your programs, with your pattern? What are your recurring habitual behaviours that no longer support you? What things keep dragging you down? What thoughts keep telling you you're not good enough, that this happened in the past, but you failed with that before? What is that fear, that false evidence appearing real that has a hold on you, that's limiting you? Is it imposter syndrome, procrastination? What baggage? Because we all have baggage, we all have a rucksack on our back. So it's just going neutral, going without judgment, dropping the ego and saying, right, okay. So if I've always thought the universe, whatever it is that's out here, has been one way, what would it mean if I actually just spread my bandwidth and actually open my mind and just ask myself now, what has worked for me well in 2023? Celebrate that. Give yourself thanks and gratitude. Give yourself a high five and say, yeah, well done. You done it.
Yeah.
And now you just have a glance at what didn't serve you so that you know not to consciously bring it into 2024. That's the power of mindset. That's the power of shifting. And these are really easy things that you can implement into your world now. Do things that matter for you. Did that help any?
No, exactly that. Beautifully said. I can't say that enough. The reason I'm waxing lyrical about what Donna said is simply because many of us don't realise that our mindset goes beyond thinking. As a business, I can say clearly that Donna's probably done more to improve my processes, our productivity, our efficiency, than anything I learned from when I was doing business psychology. So I know the theories, and I know many of the theories of management, of business, but literally, I think my mindset work in the last year has gone a long way to helping me, hear what my mind is telling me, and also to implement those in business. Actually, you mentioned, habitual behaviours, Donna. I think that's such a big part of what holds us back. We do things the same way. We don't want to change. Whereas I think with the right mindset, Donna says, just look at things objectively. That's a mindset thing. When you look at things objectively, you don't lie to yourself. That's what I've learned. Anyway, so so mindset is a big part of innovation, my friends. I think we have to bear that in mind. When we get mindset right, everything sort of flows from there. So the second part of the reason, which another reason why I'm talking about this topic, is simply because I guess as an agency, we work with people to understand what innovation might look like in their business. I do market research for many companies. Part of marketing is understanding the market, right? You have to understand your customers, you have to understand what others are doing, your competitors, and so on and so forth. What do your customers really want? How are those shifting? How are those changing? So, we can help people to understand what they might want to look at in terms of where they might want to go next. I think it's very important for us not to focus on fads. Everyone's doing this, so should I do that too? No, don't do that, because that's a recipe for being the same as everyone else. You want to focus more on trends. The shifts that people are making, that society is making. Where preference is going, and what can we possibly see in those trends that might become something new later on. So part 3, I'm going to stop soon, my friends, is simply the fact that innovation, it will boost your business, it will boost your products, it will boost your services, because you're offering something different, something unique, something better. So when you use a mindset that Donna just explained, and when you understand your true calling, your unique gifts, your customers, your sense of mission, your solution is literally 1 in a million, 1 in a billion maybe. It's unique to you. So it frustrates me. It's slightly annoying that many people don't communicate their innovations at all. They can't do it properly though. That's what marketing is. You have to communicate your new solutions to your audience in the right way. Unless people know how you've changed, how you've improved, how your solution is better than all others, and even how you're better than you were before, they're not gonna buy more. So as marketers, we help people to market themselves, to really get known. When I say I make you famous, that's what I mean, really. We market you improved solutions that way everyone knows why they should know, like, and trust you and do business with you. I'll leave on this. I guess as we get towards 2024, let's not let fear stop us innovating. If anything, let's go all out to find that big thing that's going to make us stand out in the marketplace. That's my preaching for today, my friends. I'm at peace with myself again. I'll keep quiet. Donna, anything you want to add?
Yeah, well, when you're talking about questions and for the audience to think about it, it's what was the question? What's one more big thing you can do for 2024? What one big move? What thing? What is it that you're asking?
Okay, so there's 3 questions that I would like you to come up and talk to us about. For those who don't want to come up and talk, then feel free to DM me or Donna your answers to the questions. I want to start a conversation. Of course I do. We'll both do, right? The first question is this. What's your one big improvement for your business in 2024? The second question is, what difference will this improved solution make to you and your business? The last one, question 3, is, what help do you need to make your innovation happen and to get it helping you to sell more? If anyone wants to answer the questions, my friend, please do raise your hand and come and talk to us. Oh, Brian, I love you already, my friend.
Definitely.
Brian.